I'm not very good at making a how-to video, but I had a really good friend of mine gave me a knife at the meetup in the spring meetup, and I told him I'd make a case for it. And I can't really show you how I made the case. It's kind of hard for me to do it on the phone, but I can go over everything with you and kind of give you some idea how I made the case. And I made some other cases. There's a big mess on the table. Looks like a mess, but it's not. I kind of got the table cleaned up pretty good. But we will go over the knife case and how I did it. And we'll talk a little bit about leather. Before I start doing anything, I got to have me a cup of coffee. So right here's the knife that was gave to me. Right here. I'm going to show you that bad boy. Look at that. It's a beautiful piece of work. I sharpened this knife and it'll put a straight razor to shame now. But this is the case that I made, and that's the case that came with it. This is a good quality piece of leather. I'm impressed with the stitching on this knife case. Very impressed. That stitching's not hard to do. It's not easy to do, I'm sorry. But the knife, as you can see, went through the case. It didn't have the welt in it. And first, we always make a pattern out of a piece of paper. And then we put the knife in the pattern. We fold it over and make absolutely sure that that it's going to work. And then we cut it out real quick. Oh, by the way, we made that out of, the sheath itself is made out of 8 ounce. You can see the thickness of the leather. I think it tools pretty good. The thin stuff does a little better, but I think the 8 ounce tools all right. And we made the belt loop out of 5 ounce. You can see the difference in the thickness there. And they came off of a roll. Here's the 8 ounce. You can see how thick it is, and this one is the 5 ounce. 5 or 6 ounce. And the ounce is, in the leather world, is the thickness. The thickness of the leather. And I believe that this is 8 ounce. This is an oil tanned leather, by the way. A good piece of leather. But after we cut it out, I'm trying to make this video short. We make our pattern, we cut it out, we take the stitching chisel, and we start on one side and go all the way down. We come over to the other side and go all the way down. And we also put the welt in there. That's the centerpiece. You can see it. There's a piece in the middle to keep the knife from cutting the stitches. After we do that, we use a good wax string. And I'm not sure about the size of the needle, but was one of them over there. But we will tool the leather. There's a little tooling chisel, beveling chisel, that will put a little bevel where the stitching goes. And then we'll bevel on the outside and do a little camouflage. This is the camouflaging tool. I forget what they call this, but that puts this right there. But we wanted to go with a simple pattern, and we thought the spider web would look pretty good on there. So, and we followed up, camouflaged the back with a little spider web as well. But we think it turned out pretty good. And it's a nice stiff case. Of course, you have to have a swivel knife, and the swivel knife is what you will cut the little groove. Before you do any tooling, you have to kind of cut the groove in there with the swivel knife. But anyway, these are the tools that we use. We try to keep it simple. You do want to get the leather wet when you're tooling it. And again, you can notice that the case looks like it's dirty, like it's been used. It's actually a brand new case, and we took a pencil and we shaded on a piece of paper, and then we took our finger and kind of rubbed it on there, and man, it made it look pretty good, I think. It gave it that little, like it's been used look. Of course, we took a magic marker, a black marker, and dyed the welt in the ends of it. And we put a little wax on it. And then we rubbed it out real good there. That's a, you know, you got to excuse me there. I'm getting old. I can't remember the name of that tool to save me. But it's a burnishing tool. We burnished the end of it really good there. But real quick, I don't want to make it too long. Here's some of the knife cases that I've made. We try to keep the pattern simple. This is a little difficult right here, but we like the spider web on the knife cases. And I just thought I'd share it with you. I'm really sorry that I just don't know how to make a how-to video. I did have another channel on the how-to. It's called Leather Crafting and More, but it's difficult to make a video for sure. A how-to video on your phone. And real quick, this is another knife that was gave to me by a friend at the fall meet. And it's very interesting. He made the case for it. He actually made the knife. But he made the case out of a piece of black walnut. And I'm very impressed with it. I've kind of learned a little something here. And I like that. But that was gave to me. Beautiful piece of work right there. And here's the knife in the case. We're going to give it a whirl pretty soon. Thanks for watching. I'll say God bless to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.